Some of them are still here, so respect all those people who have come many miles to join the party here. There was the infamous House of Plenty in Brighton. For those who know, it's Hove, darling, not Brighton. Okay, so I'm not sure what it had plenty of, but he seemed to go back there for more fairly regularly, and respect to that. So you got to know more members of my family over in the UK, my cousin Julia and so forth. And so there were plenty of people that were touched by him over the years. So anyway, when me and Astrid moved to London years later, we got occasional visits from him as well, so which is great. It was usually just an opportunity to dump a box of crap on our doorstep, and I reckon there's everybody here has got some of John's shit somewhere in their shed. Put your hands up. Or have had. I've moved house a number of times, but I've moved John's stuff about 25 times. But this nomadic existence helped John develop a wicked sense of humour and an incredible array of friends and a breadth of experience and people in his life. So, and we're all touched by his fun and profound conversations and a box of his crap along the way, as I mentioned, and we love him for it. I mean, and who's this guy? Who bought it? Oh, he's mine, that's right. Thanks, Ben. Okay. Anyway, they say you can tell the value of a person by their friends, and I know from many of the people I know here and recently meeting a lot of Lisa's friends that they're obviously, John and Lisa, clearly rock. So give yourself a clap for that at the end. And it was, as I said, it's easy and quite fun to roast John like the ham he is, but I've got to move on. But my job is to say that, you know, he's a great guy and he's a father figure and a husband now, so it's a lot more important than what's come before, but what comes after. So you're all here to celebrate that, and I think it's only going to get better for them in the future. And they are greater than some of the parts as individuals. They're fantastic, but it's only going to get better from here. So I mean, Lisa must be some sort of person to finally nab the man more elusive and possibly more dangerous than Osama bin Laden. But at the end, I think we all get shot in the face by Zero Dark 30 or Cupid, and I think it's John's, you know, so it is with John. So well done. That was Cupid, mate, not Zero Dark 30 that shot you in the face. All right. If anyone wants to read some stories, I've got a few more there. But in our reckless youth, we used to go clubbing and go to rave parties and so forth. And John used to hit the Red Bull and vodkas quite hard. I say Red Bull and vodkas, I just added that, didn't I? It was tough, but it was great. And but it was tough on the old grey matter as well. And John always talks about this special place called the dark room in his mind. And it's where he stores all his memories, but the problem being is it is completely dark, so he can't see a thing there, and he stumbles around looking for shit and he can never find it. So, but it's been expanded and subdivided into a dark apartment, so congratulations on that. And the apartment block has now got a number of rooms, and but let's see, anyway, there's many wonderful memories, mate, somewhere. Okay. Well said, young man. Heckler in the left wing. John was my best man at my wedding back in 2000, and after an amazing struggle just to get to our rustic location in Italy, which is another story in itself, he turned up ready to party, and my wife's best friend Juzzy had turned up the day before, and she had actually come out, so she admitted that she bats for the other team and was adamant, and we were all very happy for her that she's finally found happiness. But John, not to be outdone by this challenge, and I have to say, contrary to what I would have expected, which has been the other way around, but anyway, he betted Justine that week, and more respect to you. And then you betted someone else, and I see ink at that point. Anyway, he's a force of nature that mercifully, for our point of view, and for all the ladies at this reception, is finally burnt itself out. So that's now that fun times are over and you're entering your autumn years, John. But you're confident and happy, and slightly forgetful, but still pretty buff too, I have to say. So, Lisa, you've done very well. He's actually a raconteur and a fit guy, and he's smart and he earns money. Start with that and work back, I reckon. But there's plenty more that goes with it. It's pretty good. Anyway, I was hoping to tell the story about about John Boy, the donkey, and the inflatable, but I probably have run out of time, so I'll have to get back to that one later. Maybe we'll say that for the 20th anniversary. So I hope I'm there in 20 years for it. And I've got lots of dirt over the last 28 years. More of a mudslide, really, so I'm going to get off the stage before it all comes sliding down. But thank you for letting me be in your life, for my family, being a wonderful guide parent to this little juvenile here, to Felix. You've been very earnest and fun, and that's a big part, and it's important for kids to play. And I look forward to sharing more times in the future with you guys. So can you please, I guess you can't charge your glasses, but please put your hands together for the bride and the groom. Guys, if there's anybody that wants to come up to the stage and say a few words, you're more than welcome, because it's not a traditional wedding, so I'd love to hear from anybody that would love to say a couple of words. Oh, except Robert. No, you said don't.
Cheers to the best man! Woo!